What's up guys, it's me Jack, and today we're going, later, right now we are going to do the other part. So we're gonna go from both ends. We're gonna do the other end of the whole thing. So we're gonna do Leeds to Huddersfield. I'm gonna do it in a TPE because obviously that is where normally Transfer 9 trains go to. Normally that's just how it works. Or even sometimes some Normans do go, like sometimes kind of the same replica, but I'm gonna do TPE because it just makes more sense. And we may also do a little like route from Huddersfield to Castleford route on TPE because there has been some like adjustments with like whatever other operators go, and TPEs are now a thing for Normanton and Castleford and Mirfield Kirkgate. So we are gonna do that as well. So let's get our stations up. I've just done some adjustments. So basically, I found a way to not cause any more debt into the line. And right now, it's going very successfully. So that has been happening. I've done a lot of adjusting. So, yeah, basically this is what's been going on. My lifetime is this. There we go. So, now we're going to build the train stations. It is a bit annoying though because, like, I don't want the train to be waiting like that. It kind of worries me for others. Like, for other trains. Maybe I could add one as 4 carriages and a couple as 3 carriages. I could do it this way. This would work probably more better. So, instead of having 6 trains. So, I would actually reduce it to 4 trains, actually. That's actually the case. So, 2 of these will replace 2 ones with 4 carriages. And they should not be too long. I don't think they're too long, anyway. I doubt they're too long. Yeah, they're just... No, that's a 3 carriage train. Which one has 4? That's 204. That's 272. This is kind of how I want it to work. So this is 4 carriages. It's surprisingly busy, this line. I don't know why. Okay, it just fits. I wanted to go with the other stations though, because obviously this is kind of the point of this. This is Dodder Station. Silkson is 80. It might not really fit, but we'll see. Oh, it just fits. It just fits the stations. Even though they should probably get off at some point. In like the first 2 carriages or something. That's probably where they should get off. So yeah, this is going to help the capacity issues. For certain trains, that's going to help a lot of things. So yeah, it does actually reduce the amount of trains that come from. I even tried to do a flipping schedule, but that didn't work out. I did not really know how. Like, I did watch a tutorial, but I just didn't think it would worth it. So yeah, I think that was a good idea to add a little bit more like carriages for a couple trains and then leave the rest. Like, no chance I'm having any more than that. That's just gonna cause issues if I keep adding more. Like, that would be annoying. And the day's still going. I'm actually gonna wait until the next day. And actually, this is working out very well. So now we're going to move on to our building stations part of the video. So now, at least it's 2 tracks, not a 1 track line for both of these. So we're going to start at Deighton. So Deighton is down there. The station is... Trying to look for the station. It's kind of... Oh gosh. Deighton. Come on, Deighton. Where the hell are you? Yeah, it's that. That's gonna be 100. Will it be 100? Yeah, I'll keep it as 100. Mirfield. It's gonna be slightly different for Mirfield. Since this has Grand Central trains going through, I'm gonna make it quite long. I'm gonna make this about maybe 175 meters. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it has 4 platforms. Actually, no, it doesn't. Actually, it doesn't have 4 platforms. But Grand Centrals go down there. So the best thing I can do is make it quite long-ish. 175 meters for Mirfield. Then we need to get to Ravensthorpe. I'm going to do about 100 meters. Or should I do actually slightly longer? I might actually do 120 meters for most of these stations. Because some actual trains might actually be able to go for slightly different scenarios. So I'll keep it as 120 meters, slightly longer. And then we're going to do Dewsbury. This is going to be about 175 or 150 meters. Dewsbury is going to be quite long. It's a 3 platformer, but I'm going to keep it as a 2. Because obviously, like, that is how the game kind of conducts it. How does this work here? I'm going to keep this as like... Should I make it 200? Actually, no, I'll do the same length as Mirfield, 175 meters. There's mostly a viaduct crossing the way. Dewsbury. And then it's... okay, is there any other stations? I doubt there is. No, there isn't. So, and then we need Batley. So Batley is there. That's going to be 120. Then it's going to be Morley. How long have I made these Normanton and Castleford? How long should they actually be? Can I adjust it? Okay, this is 100 meters. This is also 100 meters. I could actually no, that's 125 meters. So I guess I'll make Normanton also 125 meters. Right. Kind of turn them to blueprints for a little bit. I'm gonna pause this. Elastic insert button. There it is. So now we're just gonna expand the track to 125 meters. Okay, this is still not. Insert. Can we actually keep? That needs to be insert. Now move this to 125. Build the blueprint. Luckily the train lines are still running. So yeah, this is now 125 meters instead of 100 for each station. So this shall be fine for now. This shall be good for TPEs. Even though I think they're only about 3 coaches, but in sometimes I may put 6 coaches on some routes. So yeah, it's probably best if I do make it longer. So then we're going to do... Oh yeah, we need to still do Morley. We got a bit distracted. Morley is there. It's a curved station, but I'm still going to make it like straight. Obviously, the only thing we can do is make it straight. Then we need to do Cottingley. How's Cottingley? Cottingley is, I think it's there. It's not really quite under any. Oh, it's there. It's there. 125. We're not 120. That's all we need. There we go. this is all of our stations for now. So we are going to get out from Huddersfield and we're going to build the rest of our stations. So we need to build out on like a viaduct or something, because I think that is where we usually need to start. We need to turn this to eventually a 2-track, so we are going to make this go out. Turn this to ground. Then we're just going to link it up while we are there. Right, we need to keep moving. Do we need to do anything there? Because there is like a division. There is like a slight division between. I honestly don't know what most of this is. No, it don't look like anything's gonna matter. I'm going to just keep it the way it is. It actually thinks I need to build a track there, even though I don't think you need to. I doubt you need to. Why is this? Oh my god, why did I build the blueprints already? Okay, now I need to rename the stations first. Deighton. That's Deighton Station. Mirfield. Okay. Ravensford. Nope. Ravensford. And then this is Batley. No, that's Dewsbury actually. No, that's Dewsbury. Freaking hell. Dewsbury. And then that's... This is still Kirklees? Is it? Wait, what the heck? What am I clicking at? The heck? Did I just... Session properties, please. Christ, why did that happen? Okay. Batley. Batley. Morley. Cottingley. And that's it. Now we're going to reduce our packs. A lot of these stations are from bloody Kirklees. I honestly don't know how. Deighton. I'm going to move this down a little bit. Turn this to about 100 packs. Maybe 150. Mirfield. I think it'll be fine kind of the way it is. Maybe. Actually, I'll reduce it a tiny bit. This will go down to 200. Ravensthorpe. I'm sort of making that about maybe 150 as well. Dewsbury, I think Dewsbury might be fine. I don't know. Dewsbury, I'll reduce it just a little bit. Dewsbury, I think deserves quite a little bit, so I'll do it to 250. Batley needs to be 150. And then Morley. I think Morley is fine enough. But I'm going to reduce it and turn this to 150. And then Cottingley. Cottingley is right there, and it looks like we had done it. So now we need to keep going with our stations. So Deighton, I'm going to keep moving out. Oh my god. I always forget this is it's one of them junctions that you need to kind of build like a tunnel or a bridge or like something like that. It's a bit like some kind of like motorway junction in some way. It's Heaton Lodge Junction, and we need to make this. I'm gonna make this 2-track for a little bit. You know, I'm gonna continue this to Mirfield, and then we'll adjust the junction. Cross, make the bridge. And then we are going to do like some like vats and something like, even though it's not exactly a tunnel, but it's kind of like a tunnel because it goes under the blueprint. And does it actually work like that? Does it continue on for that long? Looks like it does. I swear I had 4 platforms, even though I might be wrong. Looks like it doesn't have 4 platforms, it has 2. It says it's platform 3. How does that work? I don't really understand how that works. Don't understand that. 1, 2. Whether 3 is platform 3 then. In some way, I don't think this is right. I'm just gonna keep it as 2 platforms, whether you like it or not. Okay, now let's just do. We need to make like some branch off, or we could just do it like. So we're gonna do it like this first. We're gonna make the bridge. I'm actually just do that little connection now to Wakefield Kirkgate, kind of there. I'm gonna do it at some point. I'm actually gonna just do it. And how did I just do the wrong thing then? What did I do? Why is Ravensthorpe right there though? Oh no, actually I'm doing this correctly. I need to move that a little bit. Tries, I hate this.
You want to say hello to Daddy before he goes to work?
I'm recording. I like it. I need to move a few things. Insert. Oh no. What the heck? Why does it look like that? Frick. The whole thing needs to be blueprinted. Entirety of the freaking station needs doing. Oh my goodness. Right. There are 4 tracks in like a point. I think there are 4 tracks. Yeah, technically there are 4 tracks on that part. So in some point I'm definitely gonna add like a way to join a junction. Okay, so I dodged that. Now we're gonna head to Wakefield. This is quite like there is a depot in the way. There is a depot on the way. Obviously, it's not a depot that I'm going to be building. I'm never building depots in this game because there's no point doing it. Because obviously, trains just come to me. Like I don't really need to make a bloody thing. I don't even know how to. I don't even know how to make a depot. But I just don't care either way. Grounds. Bum, bum, bum. Have I done this wrong? I can't even tell if I just did this wrong or not. I'm going to kind of just continue kind of randomly. It doesn't have to be 100% accurate, like I say. But I'm going to do my best here. Yeah, I think that is roughly correct, because that's the depot I'm currently going through. I'm currently going through that depot. There we go. We went through it. There we go. Right, this is Horbury Rhine. Now Ravensford. I forgot. Oh, I need to do the junction. Right, okay, give me a second here, guys. This may take longer than you think, you know. Like, this may actually take you longer. I'm just gonna link it. There we go. Oh, I've already done it. For a second, what? Oh, I forgot to do it. Like, I literally just didn't realise then. Because, I don't know, something's just wrong with me brain. Why did it... Okay, I'm gonna build kind of like a viaduct into the station. There we go, Dewsbury, and now we're going to build a viaduct kind of all the way. Well, not all the way. I think it's just mostly passing the town itself. Just really to pass the town. I mean, that's when I only need a viaduct for. Does that have to be a freaking massive bridge as well? That is weird. It's weird how these work. I don't even think they need to be absolutely huge. Okay, Batley. Okay. Wait, for a second I thought the train was going there. Bloody hell. Alright, what? I'm just gonna make it like it just goes through a tunnel like that. Even though I think that is actually true. That is, yeah, I'd assume that is true. There we go. It's like a straight tunnel for some reason. Well, is it actually a straight tunnel? I'm gonna check on maps. Because it does kind of show me. Yes, technically it is a straight tunnel. Yeah, a lot of tunnels are just straight, you know. Not a lot of them are like really, really curvy. Not a lot of them are anyway. I'll put huge. What the hell? Okay, anyways. Okay, so we need to get to Cottingley. So now I'm gonna check out from Morley. Need to build a track. Cottingley. Oh my gosh. Okay, so back to the Leeds drama. I guess it is just straight-ish. I guess it does work similar to this. I don't really know though. It could be true, like this. It does probably work this way. So we need another viaduct. I always thought it was. Was it always like that? I guess so. It looks. That's some stuff that confused me a little bit, but I think that is how it works. That's probably how it works. Yes. There we go. We got that done. I think we did. I think we like banged it. Like we have done it. So yeah, this is what it looks like, and I guess it is close enough to how it looks in real life. So let's build all our blueprints. There we go. Now the signaling part of the whole video. So okay, so we are going to add a signal there. Not too hard to get out of the station. That is quite close. That is too far. It's like stretching. That is stretching. That is quite worrying if I'm being honest. I can't even tell if they're branching off together. It does look like they are, but I don't think they are. But they're not actually branching off like you think it is. You may think it is, but it's not true. So, like that. There we go. I'm actually gonna add like a signal between. On the bridge. Okay, this is Mirfield station. Signal, signal, signal. Do a little bit of signaling. Signal, 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 signal. Right, okay, I'm gonna just do this line first before I do the other one. Obviously, none of these placements of signals are realistic. None of it is. I don't bloody care. As long as I put some down to make the line efficient, that's all that matters. It doesn't have to be exact. 100% does not need to be exact at all. Some junctions are very complicated, more complicated than others, you know. Okay. Flipping hell, how many trains do I have? Okay, so this is some of the lines. How full are these trains average? In average, how actually long are these trains? Flipping heck, what? Oh no. Bro, what are signals for, eh? Bro, there literally are signals for a freaking reason. You know, I'm gonna add one in there. I'm adding one. There should be added one as well. There's one there. Okay, I'm gonna actually redo these schedules a little bit. Well, not schedules. I'm going to reconfigure a couple of these. I'm just gonna re-intervine every single line. Even though they're probably not involved, I'm just gonna do it anyway. 1, 2, 3. This is some silly stuff. What the hell, WK? I don't even know what the hell WK even is. Once there are more train lines, these things are just gonna get a lot worse. Shouldn't be any more problems than that. That is just silly. Okay, anyway, we need to get some more signaling. So, okay, we're just gonna add some more there. Why did I put one like that? What the hell have I done? Delete. But oh, what the heck? Delete. Okay, we need to do some more signaling around here. I don't know if that's maybe not saved properly. It's possible, but I just don't think that's right. Okay, so these are roughly all the signals for all of them lines, or for this line anyway. So, time to do our first ever Transpennine train. We're going to do this one. I think this is the livery. I'm going to use this livery because that is close enough to a Transpennine train. So, I'm going to start probably, I think this is a platform that mainly terminates for like TPEs or like go from the other side, I think. And this is pretty sure it's from somewhere. Probably goes from somewhere, something. I don't think it really does anything. But that is where most trains terminate. So, we're going to stop at Deighton, Mirfield, Ravensthorpe, Dewsbury, Batley, Morley, Cottingley, and then Leeds. Where does Leeds terminate? Where would I terminate? Probably here. And then Cottingley, Morley, Batley, Dewsbury, Ravensthorpe, Mirfield, Deighton, and then Huddersfield. So, Transpennine. Is it all in one word? I'll do it like that. Express. What is the? There we go. TPE, HDS to LDS. Ticket price. Maybe about £50. I'll just a little bit there. I think that's a passenger service. Make my default timings. This is normally going to be about 1:30 because this is like an express train. Some trains may need longer. So we're going to add some trains to this. So we are going to add some class, I think 185s. There they are. How much can they carry? It says they can only carry about 61 people, apparently. Actually, no, it says 182. It just says 182. Oh, per car is 61 people. If I did 6 carriages, that would be longer. But still, each carriage would be 61. That would be a lot of people. 364 people. So yeah, this is not really worth. Obviously, this is for TPE. I'm going to only have about 4 trains running in this line. Okay, I'm going to wait for about a day until see how good or bad the service is going. So we're going to wait until it's tonight, once it says about 12 o'clock. We're going to see how well these new stations have become and see if there are any stations gone better, or even beating Barnsley, because Barnsley's literally been like first place recently. So, no debt, amazing. So Leeds has finally beaten Barnsley. Barnsley's now in a more natural place. 1-6 has done a lot better than, and then Huddersfield did really good. Wakefield Kirkgate did very good. Wakefield Westgate. This is realistically how it should work, not having Barnsley's first place. And then I think I want to do another line that goes from... There's a whole actual timetable going on. So let's add another TPE line. It's like, obviously it's not really a completed line yet, because this needs to go from Manchester to York. Once I do add York to this, I will expand it to York once I build like another alternative line that is going to be used. So we're going to start at Huddersfield. We're going to start in... I guess we could also do one. So we're going to stop at Deighton, Mirfield, and then down to Wakefield Kirkgate, Normanton, and then Castleford. Just going to go there. Normanton, Wakefield Kirkgate, Mirfield, Mirfield, and then Deighton. So, okay, so what was our code for Castleford again? So I'm going to check on my CFD it is. So Trans Pennine Express Huddersfield to Castleford TPE HDS to CFD. So ticket price will be about maybe £10 and 0.5. And then this will also be about 130, because this is probably what average TPE trains are for. That's some braking. What the heck? Okay. This is what's going to happen right now. I'm going to add 2 of these trains. So I'm going to add 2 for to Castleford and see if they probably need more than that. I hope not, but this shall make Castleford and Normanton probably richer than they are currently. They are probably going to make it richer. See, how did they go? Oh. Uh-oh, what the heck happened? It's all because of this. Oh, for God's sake. Congestion again. Oh, no. Maybe I shouldn't have added it then. Maybe I shouldn't have added it. Uh-oh. Okay, I guess we're going to have to re-intervene every train again. This is not good. This is just disappointing. See if it's going to get any better. Hopefully not any worse, though. Because I don't know what I'm going to do. If every single station was in proper debt, I don't know what I would do. I would have to end the series and then just leave it. Intervene. Will anything get better later on in the day? Okay, it looks like things are going quite decently. Because obviously some trains are not going to work out very well. They're not going to adjust perfectly to the new trains. To like the new stuff currently going on. Looks like this is going well. It's all because of that bit of congestion that caused a lot of debt for a lot of stations. Like, jeez, Barnsley was even involved in this. Castleford, Chapeltown, Deighton, Normanton, Huddersfield. Quite a lot of different stations were involved in this. Yeah, because that congestion really disrupted a lot of things. Caused a whole damn lot of problems. Big disaster in history. So because like no trains could like actually terminate. There was no actual way to terminate then. Maybe the best thing I should have done is actually move that signal. I'm moving that. So actually trains actually have more room for it to move. We need more room. And this is too close, and it says. It says it's too close. So we're actually gonna flip the direction. Wait, what? How do I drag? That needs to be deleted. There we go. I think that should fix every single problem that just happened. So because this was too close to that, I think it should have been like just before instead of after. This is how it should have worked. So yeah, this is Castleford West, and it's doing really well so far. There's no debt ever since I fixed it. Like, there's so much profit coming out of this. Like, flipping out, Dewsbury's doing well. Doncaster, obviously barely making much money because there's only 2 lines there. Huddersfield also has just 2 lines. Some stations are going really, really high. Like Mirfield, Kirkgate's going really high. Westgate's high. Sheffield, Huddersfield, Barnsley, Leeds, 7 to 10. Obviously, it's barely used. So I guess cross countries and TPE trains will probably be stopping at these platforms. But how long are they exactly? They're 200, they're 250, they're 150, they're also 150. I don't know if I should be worried because where LNER's going to go? What am I going to have to do with these? Maybe I should expand one of them. Maybe I could try expand this. Maybe this platform I could actually expand. But I guess it is just enough time. So I guess I will expand this platform and make this a lot longer. I want to make the whole thing much longer than it was. I'm going to make this about 200 or 250. So that's going to be insert. And that's going to move. That is moving. Nope. Wait, I did not mean it to move like that. Ah, because this was not... That needed doing as well, it looks like. Insert. But that is 150. What the heck am I doing? Okay, I think I need to do another... Give that another try. Insert. What am I doing? There's no real, like... How? How does that work? How the frick does that work? Do I even need to remove this? Is it possible to remove these without being, I don't know, sacked? I can't really go much further than 200. What problem is that going to cause? It's not really going to cause anything. I've actually makes things better. Actually made the things a lot better. Because why do we need that? Like, why? I could definitely delete these platforms as well. Well, not platforms, but these as well. I'm keeping them, though. That can only leave us 200, but I guess I will be fair enough. That will probably work. That's where cross countries and maybe even EMRs. If I do a London St Pancras Railway, which is going to be in so many episodes where we're going to do that, it's going to be about probably episode 50 or even episode 100 to even get to London. But if we do, we will probably use this platform for EMRs as well. Because Sheffield, I'm thinking to add, maybe I could do Sheffield and then add a Leeds one, but like have less stations on the way, so we could stop at just Leicester, Derby, Sheffield, maybe Barnsley, maybe even Barnsley. Mirfield, Kirkgate, and Leeds. We could try, but depends how long the train is exactly. I just never know how long a station has to be for that to happen. I just never know, you know. It's just probably not going to work. So, yeah, it depends how things go, or whatever. It's not really causing any issues, from what I know. Because this is obviously a terminating platform. So now, this looks like this is going well. That needs to be built. Yes, this looks like it's gonna work a lot better this way. A whole damn lot better. Or will it? Because trains can't actually get to it for some reason. No train can actually get to it. So I'm like, how? How does that work? How does that work? So do we actually need the flipping... It looks like we will need it though. Right, we're gonna have to do everything what we just did. If I can. Control Z, 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 Z. What am I doing? Z, Z. Okay, this is... Now, everything, this is all undone. So I kind of just undid this. I undid it again. Because this is probably what I had to do. Insert. This should still work right though. But it's not. Like, why won't this... It's not allowing it to be longer, it's just moving it. It's just moving the station itself. Quick, why though? Does this need to be much more? Oh, bloody no. Oh my god, I hate this. I honestly don't know what to tell you. Because this is just a mess. Like, why do we need it though? I just don't get it. Like, why do we need it? Why the frick do we need a bit of track to extend out like that? I swear that is kind of the help of... This is kind of how the station did get longer. Was able to get longer. 200 meters will do. This will suffice. So yeah, this is probably how it's gonna have to work. It could actually... So apparently it can actually go in 3 different ways. So I guess we don't really need... Exactly need the crossover then. Huh. This is confusing, guys. I just don't understand what I'm doing most of the time. Okay. Yeah, so I guess this is as much as we can do. Well, I'm not sure how, like, how we're gonna manage in some way. I think I should just keep it this way because obviously, just in case an accident happens, I can do something like that. Or adjusting it. The trains are just running perfectly. How's the trains currently doing? So yeah, this is how it should work. So what I'm thinking to do when next time we go to Nimby Rails is we're probably going to build a Nottingham service and a Lincoln service. Or I could do a Nottingham, a Derby. So I could do like Nottingham, Derby, and Matlock. This is kind of when we are going to start doing East Midlands Railway trains. Because that is kind of where the section of it is. You could try, but this does look sort of worse than freaking Penistone Line. Like, how would I know where to go if I were trying to do East Midlands Railway? Where the heck would I go? Matlock, Bath, for example. Like, most of it, again, is one track, which is a problem. That is not good. It is one track. And it is a tunnel. How the frig am I gonna know? How the heck do I know? So I guess it will have to work like... So it goes in, like, it just kind of follows a curve in some way. And then to Matlock Station kind of goes like on the tunnel. Goes to there. Well, at least we've got a lot of time to think about this. Oh, I've still got a long time until we start doing it again. Got a whole freaking network. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe only if you want to. And we just finished the video and we finally have done the Huddersfield line. We literally did we did 2 lines in a day. The Nightmare line we made earlier from Sheffield to Huddersfield / the Penistone line. Well, technically the Penistone line is like, it starts from Barnsley to Huddersfield. That's basically what the whole Penistone line thing is. Well, we got the Hallam line. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye-bye.